season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Set. 24 down, he's coming.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Shifts. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. And again, it's Chubb. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw is Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Browns! Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sione Takitaki buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. They'll score on a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The York on now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. York now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. When you look at this Browns defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
These 2 teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. And Robinson, the motion man right.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
His size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second and 7 from the 20. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And the catch made by Johnson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That might feel like a little bit of a loss lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. On the delay, here's Harris. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll go down at the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Steelers.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
George Pickens, 28 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
54!
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted.
picked up by DeMonte Casey. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Looking to throw, Pickett. Swung out wide to Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are back within a score.
Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
3rd and 2, Pickett.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Fielded just inside the 20.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 46. So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Chubb. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Motion man left, Peoples-Jones.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Pass taken in by his good tight end.
He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And shoves him off at the 20.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds Pickens out right.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Pickett.
He finds his man Johnson. And he is out of bounds yards, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Again, it's Johnson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he'll get it right back to Washington. Look at the big fella go.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And Pickett going to move his guys around.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers get a bit closer. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Here's Pickett on second down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on third down. And that will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Pickett.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
It was Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Browns 42, 37. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Watson now to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Watson off play action. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
In motion right is Robinson.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Bust through the tackle.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they run with Harris off the option.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to 16. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash. This from 33. Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Watson.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down. Here's Pickett. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, such a close game, a very big one. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 28-yard line. Pickett will look to throw it here. Here's one deep for Pickens.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Greg Newsome.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And this one is incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back, it's no good. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pickett to throw.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Pickett.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Here's Pickett.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
50 points down, he's coming. Hey, no time now.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Keeps him, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe... where he was on the field. Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Now Austin. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Pickett. That's caught by Johnson.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Here's first down. Here's Pickett.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Pickett back to throw.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. One final shot for Pickett.
Rolling to his left.
He's got Pickens complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance, and by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Cleveland, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the
insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, oh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the fuck you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, oh yeah. Last time a shed a tear, let's die, cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime, we on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less, flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak, no one wrong way. Richer than me, this ain't no first date. You out of love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to sit on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there, Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of Mount K, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to play there. Up in the cell at 17, back in jail with no